my apologies because I'm in the back doing my recording. Um, and well, from the roosters to whoever that is in the front with their shenanigans. Um, Anywho, as I started before and I had to start over, I'm Sanabra Janae. I come to you guys with information on all things intuitive and divinely guided, self embodiment, self awareness. Um, but something that has been nudging me to bring to the forefront of a lot of our attention, right? You're able to see that you're actively and consciously overcoming obstacles, um, approaching traumas and so on and such from a standpoint of not being afraid, but even with whatever energies of fear that may exist, um, approaching it from a mind frame of alchemizing. Um, you're aware that you are an alchemizer. You are into alchemy. Some not so much consciously with the alchemy standpoint, but nonetheless, you're aware that you're able to transmute certain things. You're able to um, tap into certain energies or experience certain things that some of us would deem negative or bad, and you're able to find the good in those instances by all means, for whatever reason or by whatever happenstance of your journey. You're able to tap into um, being able to transmute that energy or transform that energy. I'm hoping that y'all can hear me because as I'm sitting out here in the back, this dang on blast on the AC just decided to come on. Just rude. But I'm gonna just move my seat. Actually, I ain't gonna even try to talk over that. So y'all hold on. Yeah, we ain't gonna even do that right there. Trying to talk over talk that dang on AC unit. Nah, not when I could just move my seat. Not when I could just move my seat. Not when I could just move my seat. Okay, and I moved my seat with y'all with me. Yes, I did. Okay, so some of us are nonetheless able to notice that we're able to go through certain experiences or deal with certain things in life, and outside of our normal idea of being able to handle or not being able to handle something, you're actually looking at yourself in this point in time and you're noticing that you're actually able to approach and um, come at these situations, or some recurring, some non-recurring. You're able to come at them from a standpoint of understanding that you're going to have certain experiences and everything is to benefit you, not to hurt you, right? So some of us are able to know and see that we are making progress, whether it be gradually, like in gradual increments, or in, as I've heard the word recently, grandiose increments. And for whatever reason, the heart that we have, the apparent caring for others before we care for ourselves, right? We're allowing ourselves to deal with certain things or be in certain situations that we really don't have to deal with. And the fact that we are our own co-creators of our own reality, we don't have to deal with it. We're allowing ourselves to deal with it. Granted, I'm aware that it's many of us on this journey that I've heard some speak from the instance of, even if it's not something that, for example, you're manifesting something, you're not seeing it immediately, for example, right? But It's happening. It's not that it's not happening. Okay. So why was that the example? Because we have some of us that are in these moments where we know what is good for us. We know what we're able to follow our guidance from our higher self. Some of us are now operating in the fact of we are operating and actively living consciously as our highest divine selves. Okay, some of us are still doing the embracing and embodying of our higher divine selves. So sometimes we speak of this energy as a separate from us. If you know something is not aligned with you, I call it, I normally would say, like, it's out of my will. It's not within my will, but I'm going to deal with it. Not knowing that that was myself trying to tell myself that it's out of alignment with you, so you need to say scratch it. You need to be strong enough to say scratch it. You need to give two signs of a fark, yes. If this is having something to do with, for example, maybe we're just say trying to assist someone. At this point in time, some of us have no room to be assisting nobody but ourselves. Okay? We have no room to be assisting anyone outside of ourselves. You've been assisting and helping people and taking care of people and being there to be that shoulder for people to lean on, or that shoulder for someone to be able to go to and say, okay, well, I know I can depend on this person, right? You've been doing that for so long. You've been doing it for so long. You've been doing it for so freaking long. Guess what? It's time to start doing that for you. It's time to start doing that shit for you. Okay? So now, we have these energies that are here attempting to energy hoard or tap into certain people or certain places or certain things because they know that the overall is it's a good thing for them. It's a love thing for them. It's a comfort zone. It's a place of growth. It's a place of love, whether it be something that you necessarily want to hear all the time or not, but it's definitely a place of love, right? But not they're not willing to consciously take their own strides to take their place in this journey and being on this walk, being on this, as some would call it, the narrow space. Okay? If you know that it's out of alignment for you, you know that it's not for you. You know damn well it's not for you. You know damn well you're uncomfortable. You feel, listen, half of y'all, you're in your own space. You're in your own damn space, and you feel uncomfortable. What the fuck? No, we ain't doing that. Y'all excuse my ponytail with my piece hanging to the side. It's okay. Um, Give it about another month or so. It'll be hanging. But yeah, so like knowing that certain stuff is just like out of alignment, it is not fit for us. We should not fear the unknown, but fear continuing to deal with what we know is not in alignment for us. No, and we know that it's not alignment, and you know it's not in alignment with you. So I would fear that. The fact that you are allowing yourself to feel like you have to continue to deal with that. You don't have to deal with anything. Everyone else is, how people say it, to each their own. Every man for himself. As we were younger, we go to these parties, and some of us, depending on where we are, where we live at, the things that we've come across or the path that we've been on. BYOB, bring your own bottle. BYOW, bring your own weed. Bring your own, bring your own, bring your own. You got to bring your own, your drama and your traumas and the things that you are to heal from. We are not to be around here giving everybody else our energies. Um, um, what is the word? To enable them from doing that what it is that they should be doing, because we're already doing that what we need to do, right? It's another thing that my spirit has been guiding me to bring up. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get comfortable. You have some of y'all who right now are dealing with certain energies, or dealing with certain not followers, but you are following certain people. You are dealing with beings that are either, it's the information that you have that you can produce to be of a benefit to the collective at this moment in time, and for whatever reason, some of you have people that are actually taking your information, not giving you your props, right? And then writing it off as theirs, or I don't know, sharing it with others for others to have the information or whatever, they have the opportunity to share and portray as theirs, and there is secondhand information, third-hand information. You're not giving the credit to those who you were, that you gained the information from, and so on and so forth. Listen, some of y'all, that is because at this point in time, you are meant to walk away from those people that you are following. That means that you have a divine guidance, you have a divine covering over you. I'm not saying all of you, but for the good part of you, for the majority of this video will definitely reach those who is meant to reach. So with that being said, um, to those of you who you know it applies to you, listen, listen. I was once a part of this Telegram group, right? All the while I have in my 3D space, or my physical space, I have my godfather who's done a magnificent job with being able to, as far as he could, or as it was deemed for him and his journey, to assist me with tapping into who I really am and finding out who I really am. I ended up with this group of beings who I showed reverence to, and I acknowledged that, oh my God, dang, oh, spiritual guidance, spiritually led. Oh, your information is beneficial. It helps. I mean, you talk a little rough sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, like, I appreciate it. It's benefiting me. It's helping me. I'm noticing that I have things that I can apply. Before you know it, now I'm an admin. Okay. My godfather tells me to be mindful of how much I share within this platform and within this community. Okay. One day he asked me, where do you think she gets her information from? So I'm like, I don't know. The Most High, the Great Mother, the Great Father. I'm like saying all this different stuff. And then he's sitting there, he's waiting patiently. So he asked me again, where do you think she's getting her knowledge and information from? So somebody to themselves is already thinking, she was getting it from you. Yeah. Yeah. The things I've been able to discover that will be shared with you all from this page, spirit guided, good stuff, wholesome stuff, the stuff that was helping me acknowledge and realize who the hell I was. I started learning about these certain set of people who will, they entertain, or they build these platforms as if they're assisting, or they're probably, some of them have actually been possibly here or there, truly indeed initiated to follow out certain said missions and do certain said things They were directed to portray or give out certain messages, help certain people gain certain information. And instead, for whatever reason, by whatever reason or by whatever means, these platforms ended up slowly but surely started becoming these platforms where these people were actually tapping into people's energy, creating the self-mongering and the fear-mongering, all the while they would portray like they don't like those that fear-monger. You shouldn't push people. You shouldn't advertise the fear-mongering. We shouldn't do this and we shouldn't do that. Guess what? We're waking up. So somebody needs to wake up. It's somebody out there that needs to, like, the following, the database or data bank, religion group, whatever it is somebody that's supposed to get y'all ass up. You know what I'm saying? You know who you is. You know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You know what you're supposed to be cutting off. Pay attention to you, because you're not going to lead you wrong. You're definitely not going to lead you wrong. I feel like I've been rambling like a mug, y'all. And it's getting dark back here. But yeah. I heard Janae Aiko triggered. I gotta go listen to that when I get off here, because I heard that come up in another video today where they were actually, the sister J. Nicole was actually going through one of her own meditations, and that was one of the songs that was being played throughout the meditation, or while she was in her meditation space, and how it actually assisted her and gave her some, I guess you can say, clarity. Love her. But yeah, y'all, if what you're putting out in whatever community you're dealing with, if it's not being portrayed back to you, then guess what? That might not be the space for you. Maybe it's time for you to start creating your own space. Scratch that. Fuck that. It is time for you to start creating your own space, because this is definitely going to reach those that it's meant to reach. So with that being said, you're definitely meant, a good bit of you, you're meant to start creating your own platforms. Start ridding the fears of being afraid to share your information. Start opening up and sharing your information. Create your own spaces. So this lighting is not good for me. I will not do a video again this late, not in this space. But I appreciate you all who have been actually watching the videos, even those who watch and actually like, or those who just watch the videos. Listen, I appreciate all the support. If you feel like it's something that's being said that is going to assist someone else, I would so ask that you share it with them. I was doing this before, right? And then I stopped. And at this point in time, I allowed myself to get back in a place where I reset to the point to where I had to start back working on making my videos, working on getting more comfortable with myself, working on my self-esteem, ridding old thought patterns. At this point, I'm here for the purpose. I'm here for the purpose. I'm here to be used where the Most High in the universe would like for me to be used. I am here exuding myself as my higher self, as my highest and healthiest, happiest divine self. Thanks, J. Nicole. And there's definitely more to come. Okay, so I love y'all. I want y'all to stay encouraged. Stay encouraged and stay consistent. Okay? Until the next video.